Welcome back to Auto Rewired, where we rev up the engines on the world's most electrifying rides. Are you strapped in for a thrill that blurs the line between automotive art and unbridled excess? Because today, we're diving headfirst into a new dimension of luxury. Mercedes-Benz is about to shatter the stratosphere with its ultra-exclusive Mythos series. A sub-brand that's not just debuting in 2025, detonating on the scene like a supercar supernova. Forget what you know about high-end cars. Slotted above the already stratospheric Mercedes-Maybach Mythos is Mercedes' audacious bid to craft collectible masterpieces in razor-thin runs. These aren't just cars. They're mythology on four wheels, reserved for the ultra-elite who treat Ferraris and Lamborghinis like appetizers. The hype train left the station back in 2022, when design maestro Gordon Wagoner teased a crimson Maybach SL concept that had jaws on floors worldwide. Fast forward to now, and the series has its thunderous confirmation. Fueled by Maybach's own sales exploding a staggering 19%. With the first salvo locked and loaded for 2025, the spotlight is on the breathtaking Mercedes-AMG Pura-Spida halo-barred speedster that perfectly embodies the Mythos manifesto. But the whispers of a Maybach SL Speedster as the true crown jewel keep the rumor mill churning. Priced to pierce the $300,000 to $500,000 veil. This isn't about mobility. So, let's peel back the layers on this opulent odyssey. From etched hoods that scream exclusivity to V8 howls that humble hypercars. This is luxury redefined raw, rare, and relentlessly desirable. First, let's unpack the Mythos manifesto. Mercedes isn't just whispering into the luxury arena, it's roaring. The Mythos series catapults the brand beyond even Maybach's level of mass affluence, launching it into a bespoke Valhalla. Think of Ferrari's Icona series or McLaren's most exclusive creations, but with that signature German precision. We're talking about low-volume legends with fewer than 300 units per model. Forged in Sindelphian's center of excellence, this is a place where artisans etch badges like ancient runes and commission one-offs. That morphed dreams into drivable heirlooms. Wagoner's 2022 tease was the spark that ignited a global frenzy. That scarlet Maybach SL, with its black hood laser-etched in infinite double-mies and cleaved by a dorsal fin, hinted at coach belt convertibles evoking the glory of the legendary 1955300 SL, R from the Mille Miglia. By 2023, Mercedes made it official, locking in 2025 for the rollout. The timing couldn't be better, capitalizing on Maybach's incredible boom. Just look at the numbers. China gobbled up 35% more G-Wagons, the US doubled its EV uptake, and Europe saw a 12% rise. So, will Mythos spawn pure one-offs or derivatives of existing models like the SL? Early signs point to a hybrid assault, starting with speedsters, but potentially branching out to G-Class coupes or even S-Class drop-tops. And the premiums, eye-watering. Expect a 50 to 100% markup over Maybach baselines, turning a $200,000 SL into a $300,000 plus talisman that appreciates like a rare vintage. For the collectors who hoard Pagani Huayras like Peckerman cards, Mythos isn't just a Carrizza cult icon. Leading this incredible charge is the Mercedes-AMG Pure Speed, the official clarion call for the Mythos series. Unveiled at the 2024 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. This machine is a wine-lashed SL Speedster that's equal parts Formula One fever dream and a resurrection of the legendary Silver Arrows. It's a radical repost to convention. Completely roofless, with no windshield, and crowned by a revolutionary halo bar. This titanium F1-style structure, inspired by the AMG 1 hypercar, bisects the cockpit. It's a direct nod to the open cockpit audacity of the 1955 300 SLR Uhlenhau Coupe, while providing modern protection for souls brave enough to push 200 miles per hour. It's a lithe predator, cloaked in hand-faded AMG logos and featuring nacelles behind the seats that evoke Sterling Moss, S-Mill Migley whining marauder. The nose is a pronounced prow, aping the AMG 1's hyper grille, flanked by slivers of LED eyes and carbon intakes that gulp air like a leviathan. And the heart of this beast? A non-hybrid, twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8, the same mill from the SL63, belting out 577 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque through a 9-speed AMG speed-shift transmission. Pure rear-wheel drive purism catapults it to 60 in just 3.6 seconds, with a top speed of 196 miles per hour, enough to eclipse a Huracan S-Howl in straight-line sorcery. The handling is just as savage. Rear axle steering shrinks its turning circle tighter than a Miata's, while active aero flaps deploy at speed for maximum downforce. The sound? A cackling titanium Akrapovic exhaust that sounds like a vintage 50s racer. The cockpit is a two-seat sanctum, Nappa leather, an Alcantara-wrapped halo, and a custom IWC Schaffhausen clock ticking like a metronome of might. It even comes with aerodynamic helmets with built-in intercoms for 200 mph banter. While the pure speed roars as the vanguard, the Mercedes-Maybach SL Speedster simmers as the other, more opulent side of the Mythos enigma. This is a two-seat siren designed to fuse the raw sinew of the SL with the silken soul of Maybach. Remember that 2022 concept? The Garnet Roadster with the obsidian, laser-scribed hood. That was the foreshadowing for this speedster's seduction. Here, the 2+2 layout is ditched for pure duo divinity. Picture a chopped windscreen, drama-drenched speed bumps behind the seats, and two-tone tapestries that shift from ebony to ember like a phoenix's plume. The grille is a chrome Niagara of vertical bars topped with an upright star for the first time on an SL, a cheeky crown on sports car royalty. Power prophecies are blazing. Whispers suggest it will eclipse even the SL63's e-Performance's 805 horsepower, possibly through a revived V12 or a supercharged V8 hybrid, flirting with over 900 horsepower to taunt the likes of the Ferrari 1 to Cilindri or Lamborghini Revuelto. That means 0 to 60 under 3 seconds, all-wheel drive elegance and air suspension that makes it float like a Zeppelin. Inside, pure rear seat, less rapture. Quilted Maybach leathers, massaging seats that script symphonies, ambient lights that trace galaxies, and a Burmeister 4D sound system that vibrates your very soul. And of course, bespoke options abound. Swarovski inlays, meteorite accents, maybe even crystal decanters. At an estimated $250,000 to $350,000 with under 100 units planned, this is a whisper to the world's elite. For Napa Valley drives or Monaco marinas, this is the ride that murmurs, "I curate legends." So, how did we get here? Mythos did UNT materialize in a Vacuumit S, the direct result of Maybach's meteor strike on the market. That 19% global gallop in 2023 was cataclysmic, proving the insatiable appetite for top-tier luxury. Mercedes' strategy is clear. Call the entry-level fluff and swell the premium coffers. Mythos is the apex of this strategy, creating appreciating artifacts that command massive premiums. In a world clogged with Cullinans and Bentegas, Mythos hews a more nuanced path to nobilities about power without pandemonium, and luxury that's about more than just logos. In the end, the 2025 Mythos series isn't just an ascentus and apotheosis, from the pure speeds, halo howling F1-fueled fire to the Maybach SL Speedster's etched enigma. This is Mercedes storming Ferrari's fortress with Teutonic tenacity. Fueled by Maybach's market blaze, this sub-brand forges not just vehicles, but vestiges of automotive lore, bespoke for barons and limited to legend. As CEO Ola Klenius said, it will redefine desirable. So, which chariot would you call? The raw, unfiltered pure speed, or the opulent, enigmatic Maybach SL? Let me know your pick in the comments below. Smash that like button if you're as hyped for Mythos as we are, and make sure you subscribe to Auto Rewired for all the latest exclusives. Thanks for watching, and Rev on Wheel, see you next time with more fire.